Hey there, it's Jim again, and thanks for joining me. So last time we created a few of the basic pages we need for our website, and this time I want to kind of walk through a couple of things that are important, and that is, really kind of this idea of getting your website to have a really nice professional look. And there's lots of different ways to do this, but if you're doing this website yourself, if you're kind of following this tutorial that I've put on here, then maybe you're not a graphic designer, maybe you're not, necessarily a photographer or that sort of thing, and so you're kind of looking at your site and you're thinking, okay, I've got a pretty basic gray and white website right now, and it's just a bunch of words. And how do I make this thing beautiful? Is it getting a better theme? Is it hiring a designer to make some graphics for the header? Um, those are definitely two different directions you can go, or both. You can explore all sorts of different themes, and there's lots that are uh, ones that you pay for, and they have probably a better look, more professional look, than maybe the 2012 theme we're using here in our example. And then there's also the whole thing of just going out and hiring somebody to make you some really professional headers and other images on logo and that kind of thing for your website as well. Absolutely, those are good directions to go to sort of add a finishing touch to your website and make it look really good. But I want to show you today, just in case those avenues aren't ones you are ready to go down yet, I want to show you a way that I think works pretty well for making your site look great. Um, and it's pretty easy, and you don't have to be a designer, you don't have to spend any money. So let's get into it. What I use here is a plugin called Image Inject, and what you can do, let's just go to add a new plugin. So you know how to do this from our earlier videos, and all we have to do is just search on Image Inject in the plugins, and then just go ahead and add it. So I've already got it installed here, but this is a great little plugin, and what it lets you do, let's just go over here back to our pages again, and what it lets you do is basically insert an image from a couple of different places, like Flickr, for example, where there's all these beautiful images out there. Many of them are Creative Commons licensed, so you can use them with just by giving the photographer attribution on your website. And what this Image Inject plugin does is it just puts a new box down here below your page edit stuff, and all you have to do is just search. So I'm doing kind of a food type website, so I just searched on salads and stuff and found this image, which is beautiful. I mean, it's a professionally photographed salad, and so that's going to add a lot of credibility and nice look to my site. But if you're a writer or something else where you're kind of not sure what sort of images to search on, just start thinking about the people that might use your service. Or let's say you're a writer. I mean, you might be able to just search on something like keyboard. Let's just look for that here, and you can see it's kind of loading stuff up. And okay, so it brought in some like pianos and stuff. No problem. What I can do, all I have to do up here is just kind of click into the main area and hit enter a couple of times, put my cursor where I want the image. I'm just going to scroll back down here to where those images are, and then all I have to do is just pick one. So let's say I like this this guy right here. Now you can see I've got lots of different sizes. I'm just going to go for a large one, and then boom, it just this plugin will insert that to the biggest size it can from Flickr, and it's just going to put it right inside my post. And then what it does for you, which is nice about this plugin, is that it automatically inserts what you're supposed to do to attribute the photo back to the photographer on Flickr. So you don't have to do any fancy stuff. All you have to do is search for pictures, click one, click which size you want, and then it's inserted into your post. So this is a really massively important trick to giving your site the sort of professional look that you want it to have. And let's just go ahead and maybe I'll just add some text up here at the top. I'm just going to center both of those. I'm going to make them into heading 2 so they're kind of bigger. Then I'm just going to click update here. Okay. And then what I've done, so if you're following along with me and using this 2012 template, what I've done over here on the right is I've changed from using the default template to a full width page. And that just means that when I look at my website, I'm not going to have any menus on the right side or the left side. Let me just click update here, and then we'll go look at the site. So you know how to do this. We just hover over here and then on the site name, and then I'm just going to right click and say open in a new tab, because I like having them both. Okay, and then we'll click over there and go take a look at it. It's taking a second to load for some reason. But that's really the gist of what I wanted to show you in this video, is just, once, okay, it's loaded now. So now what I've got is, a really sort of nice looking image here. And I've sort of brought like a professional photograph right into my website here without having to, do anything special. I haven't had to pay any money or hire anyone. And so, I need to make a tweak or two here. I've got a little extra space up here that I don't need. So I'm just going to delete some of those spaces and use my backspace key and stuff. And that's it. So there you go. Thanks for joining me. And on the next video, we will continue making tweaks to get your site really polished. And, of course, don't be afraid if you've got some photographs that you really like. Maybe you're a freelancer in this business, this website's all about you. Don't be afraid to put a picture up here of you, doing something, or just, some sort of professional photograph of you. That certainly makes a good front page. So we'll tune in next time, and thanks for joining me.